Hello, welcome to Switched On Gaming. Paul speaking. Welcome to another update look at Circuit Superstars on the PC. Of course, this game is coming to consoles as well, including the Nintendo Switch. This comes from the Square Enix Collective, which is a new branch of Square Enix that are dedicated to releasing sort of indie games. I've been holding off on updating this one. I've done a couple of videos on the channel, and I've been holding off until we get the Switch release date, which I believe was coming fairly soon. The last update kind of hinted they were going to announce the console release date, and it never came. And then update 0.4.0 dropped. Just going to get into any old race here. 0.4.0 dropped with no mention of console releases at all, which was really disappointing. So kind of this video is a little bit to sort of catch up with Circuit Superstars, see where we are with it. But also, since I started making these Circuit Superstar videos, I've made a few now, as I say, we've had announcement of the Steam Deck. So my question really that I want answering in the comments below is this game an essential Switch game now? Because I thought it was. I thought this would suit the Switch absolutely brilliantly. It's like really cute graphics, really easy to play, really fun, and in these sort of short bursts. But we're going to get the Steam Deck. Now, are we going to get the Steam Deck before we get the Switch release of this game? Possibly. It's looking likely as the weeks and months tick off before we get any news on this one. So, really, I'm trying to say, I guess, I'm not so stressed about the Switch release as I was before, because I'm getting my shiny Steam Deck hopefully in December, and I'll be having this to play handheld then. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Let me know below if you've got a Steam Deck on pre-order, and if you're going to be grabbing this on Steam Deck, or you are just going to wait for the Switch version. We're going to go through the patch 0.4.0 update. You're seeing a bit of it now. This is the new car. They've introduced two cars since my last update. One in the last patch, one in this patch. This is the prototype Conquest. Can't talk today. This is like your endurance car. Sort of thing that you get. Oh, forgot the ghost mode isn't on when you get into a race. Oh my god. Yeah, so these are the sort of cars that you are going to see racing long distances, maybe in Le Mans, something like that. But these races now can go for 99 laps. Perfectly set up for these sorts of cars. Don't think much else has changed in terms of on-track stuff. There have been a few tweaks to the controls, and certainly in this update the cars have been patched a bit to be a little bit more different, I guess, is what the devs are going for, so they feel a little bit different. I must say, these Conquest cars feel absolutely brilliant to drive. Really, really responsive. Don't drift very much, so they're easy to get around corners. Loving these. You can see mine's got a little bit of a problem. We're down to 63% health from those knocks and bangs that we took. If you've not seen this game before, I'll show you a feature while we are on fire. This is an arcade style racing game, but with simulation elements. And one of the real cool things about it is that you can do pit stops. So we'll just make our way into the pit lane here. There's our pit bait. Get in there and make sure you stop and see your little fellas go to work. And I think what would be cool, certainly with these cars, is these longer distance races. You know, and having to have mandatory pit stops, you know, have to have a few pit stops, be really cool to see how those races shake out. But there you go, these are the Conquest cars. What I'm going to do is flick over to the other cars and other new tracks, and also show you around the new UI that has been added in to the game, which came in this update. There's a whole new update, and we'll go through the latest patches. So bear with me and I'll switch over to that. They've also got this new podium graphic as well, or this little cutscene. That's new in the new update. Now here's the new UI. It's changed a little bit. You've obviously got these colourful decorations in the background, whatever you want to call them, lines. Obviously bits of track, aren't they? But really cool, nice idea. One of the new features is this Grand Prix mode, replacing the old arcade mode. But what we'll do is we'll go through the 0.4 patch update notes. So we've got the new car that we just looked at, the Prototype Conquest. We've had a look at that. Replays are new as well. I'm going to show you those. Actually, let's get one of those loading up right now in the background. And remember, all of this stuff is still early access, so bear in mind there may be some glitches and stuff. But this is a replay of a race I had yesterday. Look at this camera angle. Absolutely superb. They're really, really proud. The guys, the developers are really proud of these replays. It's a nice sort of dynamic track version here. I'll leave that on in the background while I talk through the rest of the notes. So replays, these are new with the new camera angles. The main menu upgrade with the graphics that we've already seen a little bit earlier. The Grand Prix mode. It says here, this features 3 Grand Prix tournaments of the 12 that will be available at launch. So you can get 3 at the moment, it's going to be 12 at launch. Compete versus different difficulties to find the AI that challenges your skills the most. Online rotations. Every week they used to set up 3 events manually and release them to the community. That's now become an automated process. So you can play different events online and it just automatically rotates as you go through them. And car tuning. Now that's not actually manually tuning that you can do, but just as I said a little while back, they've just tweaked how the cars handle so they feel differently, which is cool. Some other features that have come in this patch: they've got controller rebinding, updated the tracks with some performance improvements, new liveries as well, and the new podium scene that you saw there as well, and the cutscenes in are skippable, which I never used to be, which was a definite bugbear. So really good update that. The previous update, see if I can find that. Diddly dee. It was a couple of weeks back, wasn't it? I just want to see the one that had the new cards in it. It's this update here. I know you can't see what I'm scrolling through. Apologies for that. But there was an update. The update patch notes aren't quite as well formed as these last ones here. But we'll just have a look at the new cards anyway. So this is replay mode. You're going to be able to create some really good content from this as well. Be cool if you could share it online. I don't think there's a sharing option yet. On the PC, they're obviously created as files. So, you know, you can share those and make clips. But don't know about consoles yet. Very, very little news about consoles. So the other new car, we're going to go to a free play. Let's go to the garage and get a better view of these cars. So we've got the old ones, got the Vost, the Agitator, the Feather. Now a new car is the Picano. I don't think I've shown these off. I've got a horrible feeling I might have done. I'm not sure, but we'll show them again in a second. But these are like the little Fiat Baths, I suppose, that you race, so they're pretty cool. Got Loose Cannon, the Conquest that you've seen, the Mantra, which is the 60s race car, the Panther, the Osprey, which is the old, that's the Mantra is the 80s race car, isn't it? The Osprey is the 60s Formula 1 car, and the Bonk, the big truck. Let's have a quick go with the Picano before we finish the video. Let's just do the Tilt Sport track. Liveries, let's have a look at some different liveries. We'll go with that, that's pretty cool. Get into this race. Look at the liveries on these little Picano cars, they're so cool. So these definitely slightly slower than the prototype cars, as you'd expect. Lots more drift as well, but proper fun little cars to drive. Again, can't wait for this to, you know, fully release, to get the full release, the 1.0 release when it comes out on consoles. I'm pretty sure as well it's got crossplay, so gonna be tons of fun online. Oh, I was trying to be too careful there and I sort of hit the brakes so I didn't smash into the back of the pack. paid for it. I do love that about this game, the fact you've got car damage. It really, really does make you cautious. Because yeah, you can go hell for leather and just bump a car off of everyone. But ultimately, it's not going to pay off. As I bump a car into people. Oh my god. Because you're going to end up in the pits. I'm making a real pig's ear of this. Demonstrating staying away from other cars. Oh, nudged in the back. That's no good. So let me know below what your thoughts are on this. Again, slightly disappointing. I can't bring you news of a Switch release yet or any console release. To say it is coming to all consoles when it does do a full release. It does feel like they're getting closer. I mean, doing stuff like updating the UI in the main menu is a good step. Making the online rotations automated again feels like all these little things are gearing up for a release. So it's going to be coming, pretty sure it's going to be coming this year. But as I said at the start, with Steam Deck out now, does it make the Nintendo Switch version as important? Are you going to get it on Steam Deck? Are you going to get it on the Nintendo Switch? Let me know below. Really enjoying this one. You should definitely stick it on your wish list if you're a racing fan. I really appreciate you watching the video. Please subscribe if you're new and give me a thumbs up as well. Be really super appreciated. And I will see you all next time. Bye guys.